my channel. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a magical day. And this video today, even more magical because today I'll be checking out BAND-MAID. I'm super glad to be back. We're gonna take a small break from Rush to do a bit of my BAND-MAID. We have 2 songs for BAND-MAID to check out new ones. We have, I believe, a new, maybe I think 2 new warning, the warning songs, and we have 2 new baby metal songs. We also have a new Dimesh song, so we have a couple new songs that I'm gonna be checking out basically for these 2 to 3 weeks. There are gonna be new songs for Tuesday and Thursday. It's 1 song every Tuesday and every Wednesday, and every Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday. Yeah. Okay, so we're starting with BAND-MAID. We're doing From Now On. Oh, I forgot to put the charger. It's a good thing that I got the notification now and not before I actually started the reaction. Let me just plug that in here. You go here, and we do this, and then you get in. There we go. Okay. Oops. Okay. Yes. Yes. Wonderful. And it's charging. Yes. Okay. So, are you guys ready? I'm so excited. I didn't miss checking out older bands and stuff I've done. And they have a whole new music video, which is even more exciting. So yeah, let's go. Okay, this is fire. Already, like, I love how just beautiful and clean this whole flow it's giving me. Like, we start off slowly building up, then we get a whole like guitar bass strong moment, strong power. Like, I love Kanami's, like, it's also like it starts off a bit more powerful and then it gets back to the original, like, let's say tempo that they kept. And it's not as quick. And we even see, like, when you also see the close-up of Kanami playing that moment of the solo, or the duet with the bass, you see how it's like it's going back to that initial, like, do 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 kind of melody, which is really nice because it circles back to adding all the instruments again, and then it completely differentiates again around, like, here, which is just, it's so beautiful, like how they just circle everything together. It's so perfect, and already, like, this had such a nice flow, and I feel like the whole thing is gonna have that flow, except if they want to give, like, a climax around here, maybe. That's about where we get the climax. But yeah, this is so solid. I love how they started off strong as well. oh wow, okay, something's gonna blow up. This is amazing. First of all, it seems like we're going with a very instrumental piece and we don't actually have Psyche or Miku doing vocals, which is really honestly fine with me because this is so interesting. I get to see them only perform fully instruments, fully music. So it's very intriguing. Already, drums, Akane was just slaying, beautiful, performing. I loved the extra tempo that she gave. What I loved here though was just small details. For example, beautiful bass solo by Misa, and that was just from before I already loved the whole like powerful deep addition to the music that Misa would add with the doo 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 with the slide doo doo doo, or I think it was a bend. I think it's most probably it was probably a bend. And I love how during and before like the bass guitar, the bass solo, we had a moment of guitar being played, both guitars being played by Miku and Kanami, and we had Kanami then split from repeating that same melody and coming up with a more intense and a bit more quick pace, a bit more intricate one, a complex musical piece to like add and elevate that sound even more. And then we hit the bass, which sounded so nice. And you could also, I think, when the bass plays, also I tend to also focus a lot on the drums because they're the instruments that you tend to glance away from and pay attention to the most important instruments. Let's say guitar, vocals, you know. Drums you pay attention to, but sometimes they don't do as much. You know, they just keep the tempo sometimes. But Akane is actually like performing, giving it a nice like melody to keep up to. She changes it at the end. He has like a whole thing, so it is gorgeous to listen to. Ugh, I love how quick paced that is. But because they've started this whole thing and they've kept such a nice like in between change between the speed that they're going at, it doesn't actually appear as strong as it actually is, which is so cool. And I love that. You thought that was fast, but I bet you when we're experiencing the whole thing, you weren't like, oh yeah, it's fast. No, you were like, was it? I didn't really feel that, but now that I'm listening to that part specifically, I'm like, yeah. I also love the occasional quick bends, like slides, that we see, like that sounded beautiful as well. I love when we had the whole like drums finish the whole thing with the discs, and then you have bass, which is like the highest and lowest you can have, like discs and then bass out of the up there. And that was such a beautiful change. It was so perfect. And again, I love the basses, like do do do. Let me see if it's a slide here. It's a slide. It's a slide. When like you have a bass or a guitar and you do hold the string you're holding and then you're going down. That's a slide because you're going to a different note in by holding that as well. And I love that. Also, bends are beautiful. But yeah, let's see. I love the action of the drums here, like a bit of disc and a bit of like lightness. Just how contrasting that is beautiful. And then you hear a bit of a higher tone to like add it to the bass, and like the guitars come in and it sounds so beautiful. You get more intense here. By the way, I'm pausing because we already experienced this whole session, that's why. I love how they completely like went into it, back into it, but not in an extremely intense way. They slowly were like, they still went do 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 do. They didn't go. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's time that we can finish it. I'm so excited. Okay. That was gorgeous. That was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I love that. That was so special. That felt insane. I want to see how they circle back to the beginning in a way. It's so nice that they start so like doll-like and perfectly still, as if you open a music box and like the doll starts turning, you know? It's interesting. The instruments you have playing here are very like electrical sounds and stuff like that, and it's very interesting that they choose to start with that one because it gives it a very futuristic, very interesting kind of approach. Again, the colors also give it that. It's like a black room with just colors changing in between. But they are standing like fake dolls, and being dressed like maids also adds to that, which is pretty fun. And I guess they're playing with it because of that as well, because of that influence. I love how here they start and they go into it, but they don't overdo it. So they go into it, they punch into it, but they don't start with the drums. So the punch is not as hard. And that's why I thought that when they started it and that they had that same flow, that they did interchange between more fast and more punchy kind of sounds using the drums, and then removing the drums and keeping more like more relaxed and more slower paced sounds. Even the guitar doing that, I mean, like that. It worked so well to create that flow until like when I stopped it, and it still would have kept the flow. But also kept it interesting because I had been paying attention until like I wanted to like talk about it. And it's insane. Like they've done a great job like working with that. Also their changes. I can hear like also Miku's part being played when I was able to distinguish like the differences between the guitars and the moments that Miku's playing alone and the moments that she's playing with Kanami. And again, like her playing has gotten so beautiful. Also, you can also see it from the fact that already they're playing before Kanami has to take it a level up to boost that part of the song. It's already intricate enough, and I feel like it's already insane and beautiful and super appropriate for that moment. And for Mika to play that, having learned to play guitar so quickly, is gorgeous. The fact that she's confident to do that, the fact that she's okay with that. It's also really nice that there's no vocals because she gets to focus on the instrument, and we actually get to see her true like powers. Because sometimes I know there's people that can multitask. I'm not one of them. So I do feel like when you give me only one thing to work on in terms of music and other things, it's different. But in terms of music, I can't sing and play the guitar. I have to do one of the two. Or I've never learned to do both of them. Maybe if I train, it gets better. But yeah, and I think that for everyone, it kind of feels better to just give them one thing to do. So for Miko here, I think she gets to shine more in the guitar area, and she actually gets a chance to show off what she learned in such a short amount of time. So, and it's so clean. I love the amount of slides and bends they have in here. Like they're placed in such a clever manner. Um, that I'm like, wow, they pick up and leave off at the perfect times. They're very quick, they're very witty. They pop in and out, they give that interest to the song that we need. It's basically perfect. It is absolutely perfect, and I just enjoy them. They give me such like release from a tempo that's been kept already for so long. So a bit of a nice like refreshing window that I open, for example. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was really, really fun. I'm very excited. Thursday is going to be a warning video. So I hope you guys are excited to watch that. And next Tuesday, we're doing the next BAND-MAID video along with a Thursday baby metal video. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And then the third week, it's going to be Dimash for Tuesday. And I think Thursday is going to be the other baby metal video. Or I'm moving baby metal to Wednesday and I'm doing the warning as Thursday. We'll see. Something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications that will be sent. And I'll see you next time in my next reaction. Bye bye!